Life be lifing. We just talking grazing. Welcome to the show. Yo, what's good, gang? What's good, man? What's good? How y'all doing out there tonight? How y'all doing, man? We back on a good Friday evening. Don't supposed to be my regular live, but I'm going tonight because I didn't go last night. Hold up, Miss Studio. Hold up. What's that? Mic check. Mic check.
Hi.
All right, there you go.
Hi.
Round of applause for you. Appreciate you for tapping in. I'm doing good. Just a kind of pop-up live, open panel live. I suppose it went live last night, but other duties called. So we're gonna pop up tonight and see what happens, and we just gonna try to run a little dialogue, have a little fun, and you know what I'm saying, and then get up out here. But how you doing? How your Friday been?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I can't complain at all. You know what I'm saying? Well, I can, but I don't know if that's gonna do any good. You know what I'm saying? Like, what good is that gonna do for me to complain about stuff that I probably already can't change? You feel me? So it is what it is. But as y'all come in, bro, please hit that like button. Please hit that. Please drop a comment in the section. Let us know you're in the building, and share the live or hit the link. The link is pinned in the top of the chat. If you want to come up, you very well may. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good Friday night. How you going into the weekend? Pretty good. You got some stuff planned for the weekend? What you got
Absolutely
going,
not.
Mr. Dion?
Absolutely not. I am resting. Everything that didn't get done, gonna have to pick up later.
I hear that. Man, they're gonna enjoy some good old rest time this weekend.
Living for the weekend.
Living for the weekend. Yeah.
That's not how that sounds.
I don't know, but it sounded good when I sang it.
I was thinking of the blues song, Living for the Weekend.
Oh, it's a blues song? Okay, might be right. You might be correct. I ain't even gonna say you ain't, but I thought I hit that note pretty good then. I was proud of myself. You feel me? Like I was proud of myself. What's been going on out there in the world? Anything you might you seen or heard, or you just want to talk about, or get off your chest, or Man, you see Netflix raising their prices?
I don't know. It might be justified. I just found a show on Netflix that's called, what is it called?
What?
Young, Famous, and African. It is so good. It is so
Young,
good.
young famous in Africa.
I don't even know what they be saying half the time. But the outfits are on point. This one guy, Swanky Jerry, man, the gremlin
Also,
just we're in mouth drop to the floor every time they pay into this man's outfit. And I'm just like, I have not been using my free will correctly. Why
so it's
am I
my.
dressing in a shirt dress when I could be wearing ostrich on my sleeves with pearls on my
Where
shoulders? What am I doing? Why
you
am
gonna
I
get the
not doing
ostrich
it?
from?
Off a bird. I don't know.
I
But we
mean,
gonna do it. We gonna
I mean, do they? Is that? Well, I don't know a lot about fashion and clothes and stuff like that. So is it even legal to sell ostrich in the United States?
mm
You know, because some of the animals, you can't kill. You go to
You don't
jail
have to
over stuff
kill
like
a
that.
just like just
When,
like you could shave a dog and use the hair. You could shave a sheep and use the wool. You could shave a bird. It'll grow back. You don't gotta kill them. You just need to
okay,
subdue them.
so now we got to find a zoo or somebody
Who?
that got some pet ostrich.
Nah, I just need the product. Whoever gonna do that gonna do it, and I pay them. I ain't trying to wrangle nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. You just want the end result.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you.
Just
So
like
you
for no
basically,
pearls, I'm not finna go deep sea diving to go find a whole bunch of oysters. You know what I'm saying? Like we could just
yeah.
purchase. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. You might be winning if you do that. You get the pearls, and then if you eat oysters, you win it on that side too. You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-mm.
you know
Who
you
finna go
got a two
down
for
up in
one.
the seafood boil of the ocean? Who finna do that?
Just saying, two
Who
for
finna
one
go
deal.
down there? If God wanted me to be in the ocean, He would have gave me gills, baby, and fins. I'm sorry, like I'm not. We not doing it. Somebody
Okay.
said you could go there for what? Why?
I
I
mean,
like being dry. Only time I need to be wet is when I come out the bathtub. You understand?
that's the only
Uh-uh.
time. Mm.
A number of things can go wrong on the ocean floor. Don't you know I need oxygen to breathe? Like what? I don't have gills. What? Do I look like
Yeah,
Michael
yeah.
Phelps to you? I
Michael
can't hold my breath for 3 hours,
Michael
and
Phelps was on drugs
I don't
when he
trust
did all
equipment.
that.
Hmm.
He was on drugs when he did all that. That was the only reason he
Was he?
won. Yeah, he was
I don't
high the
know. Some
kite
people
out
are
in the
real
mud.
athletes for real in real life. Like some people really do train. Like I don't know. Like
Now that's true too.
some
Now,
humans are superhumans because they train their bodies to be superhuman. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like anybody can do it, but it's only a very few people on this earth who has that type of like discipline, you know? So it's possible.
I feel you. So you basically watching the show for the fashion. You ain't watching it cause the show good. You watching the show
That's what
cause
it's
the
there for.
fashion. Cause
Yes.
the fashion
Yeah.
is
That's why
good.
I watch stories. Yeah.
Okay,
Like Days
okay,
of
I
Our
get you now.
Lives, Dallas, all that kind of stuff. That's why, yeah.
So
Like if
so if
folks
I
can't do
watch
nothing
it,
but show me what they wearing, that's it. I ain't worried about what they saying.
so if I watch it and I'm looking for the dialogue to be good, it probably won't be good. Cause I ain't
Well,
looking
it
for the
depends on what
fashion.
you
You
like.
feel
It's
me?
a reality TV show, so you might also
Oh,
enjoy
okay.
that. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is
Oh,
that's not what I was paying attention to
yeah,
each his
yeah,
own. You know what I'm saying? So if you like reality TV, it's a great
yeah,
show. You know, it's a good little, I don't know what they saying. But the
yeah.
people they be stepping out. You
Yeah, I
know,
don't
these
really
are
like
like some of
reality
the
shows.
superstars on the continent of Africa, and they look amazing all the time. You know,
Also
and
on this
albeit,
show, they actually showing the good part of Africa.
I mean,
Cause
there's good and bad places
normally when they did,
everywhere.
yeah, I'm just saying with Africa, normally they showcase the bad places. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
don't know what you
this
be
place is,
watching.
oh, okay, my bad, my bad. I be
I mean,
everything I done
I
seen.
guess that's predicated on what you actually watch. If you're watching like Feed the Hungry or something like that, then I'm pretty sure
I'm not
that,
watching that.
like I'm
I'm not watching that. I can't stand
with the
that. That
arms,
that's
that
that.
song, the arms of angels in the background while they like show it. For $75 a
That
day, you can feed this starving child. And
yeah.
it's, that's
No, it
probably
would
what
be
you watching.
75. No, it'd be 3 cents a day. That's what they be saying, like 3 cents a day.
They lying. They gonna
Like,
pull
bro,
75 out your account and it's gonna tally up to 3 cents a day because they done took a year's worth of funds or something.
yeah, I
But
believe
I
you on that.
mean,
Like,
if that's what you're accustomed to watching, then I guess not. But this is not that.
I mean, I ain't accustomed to watching that. Now it do flash across my screen every now and then. Now that do. I ain't even gonna lie. Like,
Okay, well, if
so
that's probably all you know about Africa, then. So
and with just what I
all you
see in the
know is all you
movies,
expose yourself
you know,
to. So
yeah, I just know what they show in the movies. I ain't never, been to Africa. You know what I'm saying? I thought about going one day though. I think that'd be a good thing to do to go one day.
they might keep you.
What? What? Huh? Huh? What you, whoa! Whoa. Why you say that, man? Why you say that, man? We got jokes early tonight. Okay. Okay. Hmm. That's what we doing.
just
Okay.
just playing, TJ.
Okay. So that's what we doing. Okay. You got me on that one. Okay. Just remember, karma come around. You feel what I'm saying? It
It
stops and
does.
then come around again. You
It
feel what I'm
does.
saying?
Because I could have kept going, but
Whoa. Okay. You just full of them tonight, huh? You full of them tonight. You got your whole booklet that wrote out. Okay. Hmm. I got you. That's what we doing. Okay.
you need to
Ah.
forgive. You need to forgive. Oh, you know what? That's a good topic. Do women and
What?
men forgive differently?
Okay. I need to write that down. That'll be for next week. It won't be tonight.
No, we can talk about it now. It's open panel, right?
It is open panel. It is. It is open panel, man.
So, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Rock out.
Yeah, Lee.
Rock out. We can talk about
it. Do for next week.
it. I'll do a whole episode on it. Go ahead though. We can talk about it though. I ain't got no problem with that. I do believe that. I do believe they forgive differently though. I don't believe now. This is my opinion now, and now your opinion now. But I don't believe women actually forgive, because most of the time when you get into arguments with women and you've done something that have hurt them, they bring that up every time.
But see, here we go. Okay, so
Here we go.
that's not necessarily that they haven't forgave you. That's just not forgetting. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
like
but
I know when people are wrong, they want you to forgive and to forget, but life don't work like that because like if I'm okay, look.
Well, I look at it like this because like you stumbled. Okay, I'm
I
pick up
did.
right
I'm
now.
just trying not to. I wanted to get into answering the question rather than like answering what you were saying.
Hey, you rock out how you rock out. Either way works. We just gonna have some dialogue. Either way works.
I just feel like men and women do forgive differently, and I don't think one is
Right.
better than the other. I think they just process pain differently. Like a lot of times, men forgive in silence. I think because I grew up with brothers and watching my father raise those brothers. Like they might not bring it up again. They might move forward, but sometimes they also emotionally shift, and I feel like people don't even realize that because men don't often express their hurt out loud. Like they just, I guess the way you could say it is like adjust how they move. That's what men do. I mean, but on the other hand, women might want to talk about it more. They might want to revisit it. They might need reassurance. You see what I'm saying? And Some people call that not forgiving, but sometimes it's just trying to rebuild an emotional safety. And that's why it looks different. That's why they bring it up again. Because they're trying to give you an opportunity to reassure them that you won't do this thing again. When something look close to the thing that we fell out about, I'm gonna bring it up to let you know, like, hey, you getting close to that button, you know, because I believe that forgiveness and trust are not the same thing. Like you can forgive someone and still not trust them the same way. And you can forgive someone and still remember how it made you feel. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't
Yeah.
think that I don't think that's where a lot of relationships struggle. Like, or maybe it
I,
is where a lot of
I,
relationships struggle. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I think I
Because
think they
like one
definitely
person,
struggle with that.
yeah, for sure. Because like one person says, like, I forgave you, why are we still talking about it? And usually that's the man that's saying that, right? And the other
Right.
person is saying, I forgave you, but I'm still healing. You see what I'm saying? Like those are two very different places. And I think men sometimes forgive faster because they compartmentalize better than most women. I'm not saying now, there's some women out here who know how to compartmentalize is just as good as a man. But generally speaking, I think men do it faster, right? They could put something in a box and move forward so quick. And when women sometimes they process more emotionally, like they replay moments or they connect the feelings or they connect the patterns faster than men do. So forgiveness might take a little longer with a man because, you know, well, probably not because they like want to hold on to the pain, like, oh, why you still talking about this? You wanna be in pain. I don't think it's that. I think it's because they're trying to feel safe again. And here's the other thing.
Bro.
I feel like sometimes men forgive quickly, but lose respect quietly with it. And sometimes women forgive slowly, but love deeply once they feel safe again. So I just feel like people forgive differently.
Now, to your point, yes, and I'm in total agreement with you. People do, women and men, forgive differently. But like I said a while ago, I don't think women actually totally forgive. Now, and what you said was you think they forgive but don't forget, which I understand that. But if you forgive me, you don't have to forget it. But to me, to ultimately forgive me of it, mean that we don't have to relive this again. If I have to relive this every time we get into an argument, then to me, you haven't truly forgiven me. Because you should be able to forgive me and let it go. And let's move on to the next step of healing or reconnecting or retrusting or whatever it is that we need to do to get back to where we was at. But if we come but if it's coming up in every time we have a disagreement, then we starting over after every disagreement. We starting over with the retrusting, with the rehealing, with the realignment of our relationship. And so if that's the case, then we would never be back to where we was at one point. We will only continue to suffer.
Well,
And then
okay, so I hear that, but I don't know if that always means that someone hasn't forgiven. Like sometimes it just means that the wound hasn't fully healed yet, because forgiveness is a decision, but healing is a process. And sometimes it could just mean that that woman is just trying to feel safe again. And sometimes that could also mean that you got a person who like to pick. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone has to relive it, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're holding it against you. It might mean that they're still learning how to trust again. And trust is different from forgiveness. Like you could forgive somebody in your heart, but your mind still remember what happened, so you don't get hurt the same way again. That ain't got nothing to do with you. But if that's how you're feeling, right?
Right.
Like because okay, and also because if the forgiveness meant that you completely forgot or you completely forget the thing that's happening, then people would keep getting hurt in the same way over and over and over and over again. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes bringing it up again isn't like a punishment. It's about protection. It's about understanding. It's about trying to rebuild something that was broken. And maybe her bringing it up is not the issue, right? Maybe she wouldn't have to bring it up if she didn't feel like you got close or did that thing again to bring that same hurt to her. You see what I'm saying? So like if I, for example, like if I tell you, or let's say I have a partner and I tell my partner like, hey, I don't like when you call me pet names. I don't like terms of endearment. When I was younger, somebody I really didn't like did that and they teased me about it and I went into a depressive mode, X, Y, and Z. I almost got unalive because of that. So I'm working through that. So can you please not do that? And that my partner says, okay, I won't call you a pet name, baby, sweetie, honey, sugar plum, pumpkin yumpkin, and then continue to do that thing, even though that I've told them, hey, this is a trigger, this is trauma, can you please stop doing that? And then get upset at my reaction when I've already told you, like, hey, I don't like that. So if the boundary now is if you keep doing that, then I'm going to stop talking to you. That's the boundary. And then that partner does it again, and then I just stop talking to them. It wasn't, like people, everybody don't bring it up again. They just leave you alone. And then you feel like, oh well, I feel like this was something small and you're doing too much. Why would you stop talking to somebody because they called you a name? Well, everybody don't have the same temperance as you. Everybody got a different life that they lived. You know what I'm saying? You haven't walked a mile in that person's shoes. So who are you to say that that wasn't a big deal? It was to them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I'm telling you that, and it's a huge deal to me, it doesn't matter if it's a small deal to you. Out of courtesy and respect, you should like at least try to consider what I'm saying. But a person who is manipulative, a person who's gonna overstep that boundary, like I could be a person who's argumentative. And I bring up an argument every single time you do that, and you just like, oh, well, I don't want to argue. Well, I didn't start it. You did because I laid the boundary and you crossed it again. You see what I'm saying? So like sometimes we got to look at ourselves and see how considerate we are to other people because it's basic decorum, it's basic respect. A lot of times women will tell you what their boundary is, and a man uses his free will to overstep it, and then he complains when she started nagging about the boundary that you overstep because she don't want to be hurt again. Like that's a fair thing to do. You can't complain or predict a person's reaction after you hurt them. Does that make sense?
I can get what you're saying. Yeah, after you hurt them, yes, you cannot predict a person's reaction. But what I'm saying is, after you told me that, okay, we're gonna move on, I've forgiven you. Then at that moment, after that step, I should be able to predict your reaction because now we've laid down the rules to say we're gonna attempt to move on. So now that portion of it shouldn't be um, from a place of anger, from a place of hurt, from a place of distrust, from a place of misunderstanding no more.
I disagree with that. Let
It
me
should,
stop you right there.
okay. How you gonna stop me and go on mute?
Let me stop you right there. I was saying it's all of those things because if I'm telling you this is my boundary and you're using your free will to willingly overstep my boundary, that tells me two things about you. One, I cannot trust you, right? And two, you're a habitual boundary stepper. You're a line stepper.
Oh,
You're a line stepper. I should be very upset. I'm like, what? That's equivalent to me spending a year's worth of salary just saving up every penny that I have and buying this one book and I want this book so bad, and I spent up all my savings just to get this book, and this book cost me $32,000 or something. You know what I'm saying? It's half of my salary for a year, right? And you see me reading this book with joy and glee, and I say, hey, please don't touch this book. I only open this book with white gloves. That is why it's in this canister, this clear canister. And you disrespect that. And you take it out with your greasy, oily fingers, and you run your fingers through the book of the pages of this priceless porcelain, or your parchment paper that accepts oil, right? I'm going to be pissed. I am going to be infuriated because not only have I told you, but I put up a preliminary cautionary thing to let you know that you can't even get to this. You can't even readily get to this. You would have to go inside of the clear glass container to even touch it. So that means you made 2 decisions to disrespect
Right.
me. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I would be pissed. I would be so upset. Like pissed off. It's pissed off to the highest level of festivity. And you're saying that that's not disrespect. That's not, no. We don't, like a normal person who's like so, emotionally mature, they probably just stop talking to you, right? But if you're dealing with somebody who petty and God ain't finished with them yet, you might get touched. You might find out why Jesus will. Real talk.
Whoa.
Because I might lay hands. You see what I'm saying? Like, and we ain't talking about praying for you. So, like, when you do stuff to people like that, and it's every day, that's just one example, but and it's a very exaggerated example, but that gives you an idea of how like one thing can mean so much to one person, and it can absolutely mean nothing to another person. It's about respect. It's about like, and after you disrespect me, I have lost trust in you to respect me. So I am going to be mad until you apologize and or fix what you broke or stole. You see what I'm saying? So, like, yes, all of those things. I distrust you. And it takes a while to build back up trust. It's like dropping a glass on concrete and it shattering into a million pieces. It's very, very hard to fix that. And even if you use glue to glue it back together, you can still see the cracks in it. So, like, most people just walk away.
That's true. That's so true. And
you will not be able to predict my, like, I don't think a person can ever predict somebody's, you know what I'm saying, like what they can do. Because people change and you don't know how much tolerance they have for this one thing. You don't know if you might have done the same thing to a person 3 times. And every time you've done it, they had no reaction towards you. But you will never know until that 4th time. What if that 3rd time was the last straw? What if they were withholding? Trying to be emotionally mature, trying to be Christian, like trying to do the right thing. And they kept telling themselves they was going to let it go. But you overstepped that boundary one more time and it cost you. It cost you your life. And then people go, oh, I didn't know such and such was like that. Well, they were provoked. You're agitating them. You can't play the victim when you're the person, when you're the problem. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to look within yourself and make sure that you're a decent person before you go out here and start dealing with people, especially on a dating scene, especially getting married. You need to make sure you're not the problem.
Yeah,
are you doing everything that you can do to be like morally correct in this situation? Are you being inconsiderate? Because if you are, you might need to take a step back before you start complaining about how somebody's reacting to you based off of what you've done to them. That's a narcissist. Oh, I'm gonna stab you with this knife in your arm, but I'm gonna get upset that you're crying about it. It's a natural reaction to what you just did to me. Like, I mean, but anyway, yeah. So some people may never forgive you for that, and some people might be like, you know what, I'm gonna let this one go and walk away. And other people might forgive you and stay, but they'll never forget. So you don't know how close a person is to that line of snapping. You don't know what happened in their living room that morning or that afternoon. That's why you don't play with people like that.
Well, like I said, I'm not expecting you to forget it, but I guess I'm just expecting, from my perspective, or my opinion, like I'm expecting you not to bring it up every time we have a disagreement. Now, to your point, like yeah, some people are everybody different. So your process of healing, or your process of forgetting, or your process of even getting through the whole situation might be different from what I expect. And that's true. So, so that might be how you heal, is bring it up every time, or that might be how you get through it. But I'm just saying, for me, I just wouldn't want to hear if you say you forgave me. If I let's just say I cheated on you, what to do, and you said, oh, okay, baby, you forgiven. You know what I'm saying? What to do? Let's just try not to do it again. Let's move forward. Then every time we have a disagreement, every time I don't answer the phone, or every time I don't respond to a text message fast enough, like I don't need to hear, hey, you cheating on me. What to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, because
But
now
here's the thing though. That's exactly what I was just saying. That's literally exactly what I was just saying. Like, how can you expect that a person's mind not to go there when you've shown them who you are? You see what I'm saying? You want me to forget about it. Cause see, what you described earlier, you just said, oh, I don't want you to forget. But that's what you described, and that's what you're describing now. And it's like
no,
you can't get upset at me that my brain is going towards your behaviors are exactly the same. You're not answering the phone. You're not texting me back when you said that you weren't going to do this again. So these are the telltale signs of you cheating the first time. What exactly, am I a fool? You see what I'm saying? Like, did I just fall off the cabbage trail last night? Was I born late? Because to me that sounds like a pattern. And if a person is doing a pattern consecutively over and over again, it became an issue, you got caught, oh, I'm not going to cheat on you again, but then you continue into the same pattern, I have no reason to believe that you have gotten better or that you're trying to be better. I can only go off of what you've shown me. You see what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Like, so I understand that people change, but it's real hard for people to change.
But over the course of time, I've shown you that I could be loyal too. I
Have
only made
you?
this mistake. I only made, yes, because I only made this mistake once. I did. This is not a mistake that has. Let's just say we got it with 5 year span, and this is not a mistake that has happened every single year. Like this one time out of the 5 years, I make this mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, in this hypothetical
Now you say,
situation, how soon was this mistake made? Like, was it in year one? Was it in year five? Like what? Like, you know what I'm saying?
um,
Because
let's just split down the middle. Let's say year 3. Let's say you're 2.5. You know what I'm saying?
okay, so
Let's split down
it's
the
five
middle.
years, and 2.5 years in, you cheat as a man,
Yeah, yeah.
and the woman forgives you,
Right. Supposedly, yes,
supposedly.
yes.
Well, now you need to build back up the trust, and you took 2.5 more years to build back up the trust, and then you threw all of that hard work away in the trash can by returning or relapsing to the same behavior that was happening when you cheated the first time. Yeah, absolutely, you're cheating.
But see,
Period.
but see, but
Period.
see,
You're absolutely
that,
cheating. Period.
but see, no,
You
no.
mean tell me? Well, nah. Here we go. You mean to tell me you got me flip talking that you worked 2.5 years on rebuilding the trust in a relationship, and then you turn around and return to the same habits. You eat the vomit that you just threw up and do the same patterns again and expect me not to say anything? Come on, man.
Yeah, yeah. I'm no,
Nah,
I'm just, no,
no.
I'm just saying.
Nah,
So
find you a
I'm
PlayStation, go
what
play with. Find your Xbox, cause I'm not that. I'm not that.
but
Go
what
find
I'm
somebody to
saying,
play with.
what I'm saying though,
Cause you're
even
not finna
though
be playing in my face like that. That's play what? Come on.
what I'm saying though, even though there may be similar signs, um, because of what the altercation or how the first situation transpired, that don't mean that the result is the same.
Baby,
You
you
know,
a farmer
right,
and you sowing
right, right.
seeds. And I don't care if it's a mustard seed of the same pattern that I seen. I don't care how small it is. You cheating. I'm not finna play with you. Because somebody who
But
say
you
that they
can't.
love you, somebody who say that they're gonna, rebuild this trust, you in the doghouse, not me. I wasn't the one that cheated. You broke the trust. So if you the one that broke the trust, you need to be the one to rebuild it. And how do you do that? You do that by being a decent person. You do that by not relapsing into the same patterns that you were doing before. And you can't get mad at a person's reaction if you're the person like agitating the situation. So anybody that stay in a situation like that with this hypothetical scenario, they a fool. Period. They a fool. They finna get cheated on, and they probably finna catch an STD because it's too many out here
It's
for
not.
you. Like you, for real. You might want to go to the clinic because, like, what? Like, no, you cheating again. You doing something because why are you like you're not gonna sit up here and get me to believe that you ain't doing nothing but your patterns is showing the same thing. Before I get hurt, I'm going to see the pattern as a woman and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to ask you, you must be cheating on me. Or why did you do this? Or this, that, and the other. Because I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. A person who trying to give you the benefit of the doubt will bring it up because they don't want to leave. They're asking you they're giving you an opportunity to defend yourself. That's why they're bringing it up. A person who don't love you, a person who do love you but they don't want to get hurt again, they're going to leave first and ask questions later. It's not going to be, you're not even going to get an opportunity. A healed person, you're not going to get an opportunity. First mustard seed, first red flag, is we gone. So either you need to be okay with hearing it, or you could just choose not to be in that relationship because that's a choice too. That's always an option. Because when you're the one who broke the trust, you need to be willing to rebuild the trust. And the person who got cheated on, they need to be willing to see the work that the person who is trying to rebuild the trust is doing. They need to be willing to see that.
My bad, my mic muted. That's what I'm saying though. Even if I do something that's similar to what happened to first time, you gonna see it as, and not necessarily you, just a individual. You gonna see it as, oh, he's doing that thing again, but he may not necessarily be doing that thing. It could be just similar patterns because a lot of time life repeats itself.
Nah, give me an example of what you're talking about. Cause ain't no way that I'm seeing a
Okay,
pattern of something as dangerous as you cheating in this relationship, and it's something very similar to you cheating, but it's not you cheating. Come on now, give me an example. Come on, because that I don't think that exists. Now I could be wrong, but give me an
because what
example.
I'm okay. So let's just say this. Okay, so okay, when he cheated the first time, bam, he wasn't answering the phone. He would let some text messages go by. Okay, bam. So now all of a sudden you call him, he don't answer the phone, but that don't necessarily mean he doing something. Let's just say technology messed up. Let's just say the call didn't actually come through because we are relying on technology, something that's man made. You see me? So let's just say the text message don't come through because sometimes these phones do. You think you don't send a text message, they don't go through. I done did that myself. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is the instance that she seen the first time of him being unfaithful have repeated themselves, but it's not because he's being unfaithful. It's just because technology failed.
No, that's
Yeah,
one thing. No, we
but
said
soon as
patterns with a
but soon
plural, right?
I'm yeah, you can say pattern, okay, but I'm just saying even them one things happen, a lot of women still gonna jump on it and be like, oh no, you already cheating. What to do? Just cause you ain't answer my phone that one time. What's going on? Who you with? You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not a pattern, most women still gonna harp on that one time. That's what I'm saying. So even if it's not a pattern, or it is a pattern, like, but I need you. If you're gonna say let's work this out, you're gonna forgive me. What to do? Let's move on. I need you to be able to put some trust in me and be like, okay, Yeah, he ain't doing that.
Pause.
I got it.
Pause. I'm not finna put trust in somebody who broke the trust. No, you have to. You're responsible for rebuilding that trust. You can't ask for trust to be freely given. Trust is earned, and so is
I'm,
respect.
but see, I'm not asking for it to be freely given. I'm
You
asking
just said
you to
it. You
see
just
the
said you're gonna have
no,
to put
no,
some trust
no,
in me.
no.
Absolutely not.
Yes,
No,
but what
no.
I'm asking you is to look at my work ethic in trying to fix it or trying to realign our relationship and put some trust in me. That's what I'm saying. Because even though I'm putting in the work, if you don't see it for what it is, then it's not gonna work anyway. You know what I'm saying? I could be putting in the work, I could be doing everything great. But if you don't want
Now,
to see that I'm doing everything great and you don't want to trust that process, then it's not going to work anyway. Because it still takes two. The
now
man
to
messed
your
up and
point,
he got
I
and he got
did just mention that. You're absolutely right. To your point, I did just mention that. But what I'm saying no to is that you won't automatically get the trust if you're the one building it. Albeit you are the one that is rebuilding the trust. So yes, there should be work ethic put forward, toward this thing. And yes, the person who got cheated on should be willing to be able to see that work ethic in the other person. Otherwise, it will not be fair. And otherwise, that
right.
person is just lording this thing over you. And that's not right either. So I did cover both of those bases. But what I was responding to was when you said, oh, yeah, this thing happened just like it happened 2.5 years ago. And you should put some trust in me. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't care if you have been doing perfect for 20 years. And then in the first two and a
What?
half years, you cheated. And then 20 years after that, you was doing great. If I see those same red flags, it's going to be an issue. I'm going to
What?
start thinking like, hey, yeah, you falling off the bandwagon at this point. We are not on the same team. Now, after 20 years, I might like ask, like, I might give you the courtesy of asking, like, hey, you didn't answer a phone, were you trying to plan me a surprise birthday party or something? Because if that's not the answer, then I'm gone. Now, I'm not going to tell you that, but I'm probably going to ask just to give you the benefit of the doubt because for 20 years, you have been doing the right thing. But that don't mean you can't relapse. That don't mean you can't find a little sexy young thing that'll make you, take your little extra money and you spend it on her. That don't mean that, you ain't found something that you thought was a little bit better out there in these streets that you want to try, you know? And that's married or not. Men who married fall all the time. So
Right,
let
right. And
alone
a
a
lot
single man that's inside of a relationship because you're single till you married. So I mean,
that's true too. A
they
lot
feel
of people
like,
don't
hey,
believe
it ain't
that.
no
A
wedding
lot
ring
of
on
people
my
don't
finger.
yeah,
You
a lot of
know
people don't believe that though. I've
that
talked
you
to a
single
lot
till
of
you
people
married. Tell them to
that
go
don't
fill out a
believe that.
government form and then tell them to get back with me.
Because I said the same thing too. I said like real talk. Like you are technically single until you actually get them documents to say, okay, now you are, married to someone.
What is they
You
what
know,
does their income tax say? Like they IRS, the income tax that they have to do, their tax returns. What does their tax return say? Because that's what I'm going off of. If your tax returns say that you're single, then you're single. Period.
but so would you say that, and then because there is a thing called the common law marriage.
Well, that depends on what state you in. But here in the SIP, I think common law is
7. I want to
is
say
it 7?
7 years. I want to say
Is
7
it?
years. Hold on. Let me Google this right quick. I don't want to lie to you now. I don't want to lie to you. Let me see. Let me see. Shoot,
I
keep
don't think
spelling.
common law is recognized in Mississippi anymore.
Yeah, I think they
Right?
passed the law. I think they passed the law for it to be recognized. I think now I might be wrong, but
I
I'm
know
checking.
they recognize common law in Texas, but
I can't spell. Trying to type too fast. Let me see. So AI said the legal status in Mississippi. Mississippi abolished common law marriage for unions formed with the state effective April the 5th. Okay,
Of what year?
that's 1956. So
Abolished. So yeah, you can't do that here anymore.
yeah. Okay,
So the SIP
okay.
doesn't recognize common law
I thought they
anymore.
passed a law not too long ago that put it in place to recognize it. I thought they did.
No,
I
it's in
could be
South
wrong.
Carolina, Utah, Montana, Kansas, Iowa, Colorado, and Texas. So nope,
Hmm. So Mississippi don't recognize common law. I really thought
nope,
they did. Okay.
nope.
Huh. Come on,
You
Sip.
tripping? You
Come on,
tripping?
Sip.
You
What's wrong with the
tripping?
Sip? We gotta get rid of Tate Reed. We gotta get somebody up there to recognize
Nah, man. What's wrong with going to the court? Wow.
it. Nah, ain't nothing wrong
Scared
with
of
going to the
commitment.
courthouse.
These men scared of
I'm not.
commitment.
I mean, common
You trying
law
to
is
get out of
still.
behind the
I mean,
ring.
no, I'm just. Yeah. You know, the women be wanting them big diamonds. They be wanting to set up like a inch high off their finger
You
and
know they
stuff.
got
You
that
know what I'm saying?
moissanite now. You don't even need to do all that. You just buy one moissanite and pass the diamond test.
Do it.
Mm-hmm. That what I
They
heard?
got them in. They got them in Walmart.
Nah.
Oh,
But you can
I
get a
like
good
Wally
deal at
World.
Sam's Club at Costco though.
Oh, okay.
For
Okay.
like
Then.
under 1,500. It look real nice, be shiny.
Ah, 1,500.
1,500. That ain't a whole lot.
Mm. To
You
who?
say about 150 a
To
month,
who?
200 a month.
Ain't a
You
whole
spend
lot
that
to
in gas
who.
anyway.
Yeah, nah.
Well, it
Nah.
depends on what you're
Okay.
driving too, because if you driving the F one
It
fifty,
don't matter. It don't matter what you're driving now. East High
the gas is $4.50 a gallon.
ain't nothing cheap. Now. I don't care what type of car you riding in right now. It don't even matter. That gas is still high. You still you. It's $40 for these little cars now. These little cars that's supposed to save gas. It's $40 for them now. You just could put 15 in them and be rolling for a week. All within a matter of months. A matter of weeks. Let me take that back. A matter of weeks. Shoot, in 2 weeks it was you would increase your gas bill at least $50 in 2 weeks. It was trouble, trouble. I had to realign myself. I like God dog now I gotta really add a gas bill in. You can get away without adding the gas bill in. But to your point, like you
Mm,
said, according to what you're riding in too though. But I used to be able to, cause
yeah.
you
You in
know,
the
I got
economy, it might not hit you as hard. But
yeah,
if you in one of them gas guzzlers and it took you about $50 to fill up anyway, now you paying like $100 easy
yeah, yeah,
every
yeah.
time.
That's crazy. Now,
It
now
like
these
it's like the
guys,
vehicle drinking water. It's go go go.
right. Now, now these are times that make you think about getting one of them electric vehicles. I ain't gonna lie. Why don't you just plug up and go on about your business? You know what I'm saying? So the people that got the electric vehicles, they winning right now.
Unless the battery going out on them, because like Tesla, I know Tesla batteries are warranty up to 100,000 miles. So if you driving a 23 Tesla and you at 900,000, I mean, what am I trying to say? At 90,000, sorry, I said that wrong. Then
Yeah.
you might be needing to trade it in for something else or a newer model or something, because that battery finna go out.
Yeah, that sucks. I don't know, but I don't know what the prices is on the electric vehicle neither. It might not even be worth the price. Cause then you got to buy your well, I don't know. I don't know if it plugs into like a regular. It can't plug into like a regular plug-in for a house outlet. It got to be something different. You got to put your own type of plug-in in, a special type of plug-in for that to be able to charge the battery up in that vehicle. So you have to buy that too, though. So because they ain't got a lot of charging ports.
Well,
especially
the
not.
charging, okay, so you could do like one at your house, but you would just need the same hookup that you would put on your dryer machine. You know, like wash and dryer connect, like your dryer, it's the same
Yeah,
hookup. So if you got one of those, then you can install for your electric vehicle at home.
yeah. I might have to look into electrical vehicle costs. I can't pay no $10 for gas.
Or do like that guy, that young guy in Africa, and learn how to make fuel. Because he
Out of
created a
plastic.
car that didn't even need, he engineered a car that didn't even need gas. It just ran off of water.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pray for him. Cause
Okay? They
yeah,
snatching
cause
folks, ain't it?
yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, cause they don't want the world to know that. That's gonna knock down any
Mm-hmm.
money. That's one of the things you gotta keep a secret. You gotta keep a secret till you can get you some
You
protection
don't want to
around you.
keep it a secret because you trying to, you know what I'm saying? That's how you get rich. Like, getting, making
But
money off of
you
it.
got yeah, but you gotta find a good circle that you can trust. Because till you get to where you got some millions and you can put a whole security team around you, you don't even
Mm.
need to mention that to too many people.
You don't think
Cause
so?
yeah, cause the higher up thing, they ain't gonna like that idea.
Not
So
the
you gonna
higher
take money.
ups.
Yeah, you gonna take money from them. Then
Mm.
they don't like losing money. Yeah. So I mean,
Mm.
I'm pretty sure it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Because you say you did it, but I'm pretty sure it's possible. So I'm pretty sure they know it could be done. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You can do
But
anything if you're
see,
smart enough.
but why would we put that on the market? Because that'll be free for y'all to run y'all vehicle when we could charge y'all money
You saw
to
how they
run y'all
did
vehicle.
Nikola Tesla.
Now I
Ben
don't know who
Frank,
that is. Who
Ben
that?
Frank, Ben Franklin started charging everybody for electricity. We could have had free
Oh
electricity.
yeah. Oh yeah. All about that dollar when you figure out you got a revenue that can get it. They lose sight of just being able to help people then.
I mean,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
know who
So
you talking to?
you can find me some people on the black market
The
that know
black
all this stuff
market?
are yeah, the undercover market, the DL
No,
market.
no. Now
Yeah.
that sounds something like something different. The DL, the down low market. I don't know.
Mm.
It sounds like
What they I don't know what
something a
they
little
call it.
different.
Okay, well I don't know. We ain't talking about nothing different, I don't think. Not right
Oh,
now
okay.
anyway.
Oh, okay.
Not right now anyway. Stay on
Oh.
topic. Stay on topic.
Mm.
But yeah, so I don't know, but yeah, it's crazy out here.
Oh, bless me.
But yeah, oh bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you. Yeah, just touch your soul by singing that. I know. Thank you. Thank you.
You did what now?
Just touch your soul by singing
Now
like
leave
that.
my soul alone. I belong to
Yeah.
Jesus. Mm-mm.
Okay, well
Not
I
doing that.
just touch your mind by singing it then, however you want to put it. I know I did because my voice hit the right note then.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I let you
Yeah.
think that. You be living in your own little bubble, don't it, TJ?
Yeah. Yep. Believing stuff starts with yourself. It starts
Well,
with you.
you keep it in your bubble and don't spread it to other
Why?
people.
I need y'all to know the truth.
Now you can stay in your own
The
delusion,
truth. The truth is the light.
and you not the light or the way.
He said that now. That's why I just stopped at the light now. I just stopped at the light
He
now.
ain't the light, the life, or the way. Okay, so he ain't but one of them. So
Ain't but one. La 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 la. Mm-mm. Yeah, so, so yeah. What are we talking
I don't know. I forgot.
about? Popos can't be forgetting. Um,
Well, you need to take notes then.
I do, I really do.
I ain't see you writing one time.
No, you stopped me from taking notes a while ago. I was taking them,
How?
but then I started to, but then you were like, we can talk about it right now. We ain't gotta wait to talk about it. But not Monday. I
That is
mean, I
not
just said
taking
that day.
notes. That
I
was
was gonna be taking.
copyright infringement.
Whoa.
That was intellectual property thieving, thievery.
Not thievery. Yeah. Oh man.
Making up words now.
Cause I'll go. I'm gonna make a whole episode about that. That was gonna be my next topic,
I thought it was an open panel. That's why I started talking about it.
and it is, and it is. So I mean, I ain't mad at you. You done your thing. You did exactly what you were supposed to do, cause it is an open panel.
You said
You
it
know what I'm
like I'm,
saying?
I'm
So,
getting paid or something. Wait a minute.
I mean, you on payroll. You just ain't got paid yet. You know what I'm saying? We haven't.
Wow. Is this
It's
recorded?
still a.
Okay.
Yeah, we still going through a shutdown right now. So whenever 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 we come out the shutdown, then
The
shoot,
shutdown.
yeah. It's
So you said it like you working for the government or something.
no, I'm working for myself, but I mean, but it affects us too. Sometimes and this one done affected us.
Okay.
So
Okay. Government shutdown affect you. Doodling of it.
yeah. So in due time, it's coming. It's coming
Mm.
because if you build it, it will come. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you build it, it will come. That's what I was always told. Coming up.
Mm.
So I believe that. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
yeah, that's what I believe. That if you build it, they will come.
Well, I hope they come for you.
Not come for me now. What now? What now? You trying to sound like you trying to send them people at me? What I done did to you?
I don't
What I
know,
did to
but
you? Jeez, Louise. Hey, you see, we on the Mississippi on like a fire weather thing warning,
what? A what?
a fire warning.
A fire warning. What does that mean?
Yeah, I think that means we don't need to be burning nothing right now because everything's so
A
dry.
burn ban?
Yeah, you said it that way. You said it that way too.
That's what I thought it was called. Okay.
I was just reading the way the weather people
Is it dry?
worded it. Yeah, I think they said everything too dry right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
So don't
That
be out
means
there
the
burning it
summer
though.
gonna be. It might be a scorcher. The
That's
summer.
crazy.
What?
They trying to pass a bill. They make if you get a divorce, you should automatically be in 50-50 custody.
Custody of what? The children?
Yeah,
Oh
you should
no.
automatically be in
Everybody ain't
50-50.
fit to be a parent.
What I was just going to say, what if one of the parents are just not good? You know what I'm saying? Then, and by law or by court system, you're required to be 50-50. They're going to suck,
For the
you
children.
know. Yeah, it is. Hopefully they won't pass it, though.
No, you got people out here
Hold
who
on.
really trying to see their kids.
That's true. That's true.
That's
And
why
I
you got to
believe
be
people
careful
should.
who you lie with, folks.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too,
Because if you
because
like TG and you sticking and moving,
there be some bitter people out here when it don't work. They really do.
bitter.
Yeah, bitter. You know, because bitter
Bitter at
people,
what though?
they
At
be
being
bitter
cheated on? The children ain't got nothing to do with that. If
if
you
the
got
if
cheated
the
on, that ain't
situ-
got nothing to do with the kid.
but you know, people take it out on the kids though. Most parents, most of them, I think, I ain't gonna say most of them. You got a nice little with some of them that actually take it out on the kid. Like stop, don't let their parents see their kid because they done wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like
I feel like if
so,
molestation is in question or something like that, then no, you can't see the children. But otherwise, unless that other parent is like just slandering the other parent when they have the kids, I don't see a reason why. Because it should be fair. Like people should be adults when you're dealing with children. They don't know any better, and they're the ones that's getting hurt.
right, and that's the sad part about it. They got to suffer through it because now, because of the decision that were made by dad or mom, now they have to suffer. Now the kids have to suffer from not being able to see uh, each one of them evenly.
Well, maybe that's why the bill is being passed.
But yeah, but it only works if you got two people that's actually care about the child. If you got if that bill is passed and you got two that really don't care about the child, then it's still I think a failed attempt. You know what I'm saying? That's in my book now. I could be wrong, but
Okay,
uh,
that's good to know.
so uh, but yeah, so uh, but yeah, I don't know. It's just we gotta like you say, you kind of got to make better choices of who you decide to lay with because that definitely affects that child later on in life of the relationship, especially between their parents. Um, you know, 'cause now you put that child in a position where they have to get to a certain age. They have to decide at a very young age that maybe maybe my dad is not that bad. Maybe my mom is not that bad. Maybe my mom will lie to me. Maybe my daddy will lie to me. You know what I'm saying? And a child shouldn't have to make that decision at an early age to decipher who's lying to them or who actually want them. You know what I'm saying? That should be something that they feel regardless or already noticed there. You know, but stuff like that do happen. So, but so
Mm.
hopefully, like you said, we make better choices in life as people on who we lay with, and hopefully once you do that, if it occurs that you are having a child with that other, that y'all could coincide as co-parenting and no drama, no mess, no ill will, just beneficial for the child to be able to be
That man
raised
needs
by
to pay.
two loved ones, the two people that he know love him or her. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. Because every child needs somebody that they especially need somebody that they feel like they can trust. Especially nowadays with all the bullying and stuff like that. Like they need somebody
Hmm.
they can trust to to be able to go talk to in a timely manner if they are in introduced to a situation that they feel is deemed not safe or scary to them, or they don't feel comfortable in, they need somebody that they can go to or talk to about it, because uh, mental health is very serious.
It is.
So. But yeah, I just got to ramble a little bit, but back hurting. My back hurting. My headphones about to that too. But I was just popping on
I
for a
was finna
minute.
ask you. I was finna ask you
Go
what's
ahead.
something that people do in a relationship that makes you instantly tired. But your headphones about to die.
Yeah. We're gonna save that for the next episode. Keep that right there down. Clip that. And it's in the YouTube world. Clip that. So you got any last word for? Excuse me. Oh shoot. Excuse me. Before we get up off here.
Thank you for having me on.
That's it. That's it.
And
wait, that's it for the studio.
Dang, can I talk? Yes.
My bad. My apologies to you.
I was gonna say, well, thanks for having me on.
Mm-hmm.
And to all the listeners out there, forgiveness and trust are not the same thing. So please let us learn the difference so that we can move efficiently and effectively when we're navigating any type of relationship. Y'all stay vigilant. Y'all have a good night. Tula.
On the blog for this video. I want to appreciate what's happening tonight. Appreciate for coming up on the panel and enlightening us with her intelligence, her thought process on stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate that from her. Yeah, this is an open panel. We was just popping out for a minute because I didn't go live last night, so I'm trying to get more. I'm trying to get back in the swing of going live like I normally do. Like I started off, I put it that way. But life been life, you feel me? And we ran into some issues, some timely things, some other endeavorment that kind of pulled me away from the live. But I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. I'm trying to get back where I need to be so we can run these numbers up. Because at one point we were doing good. We were running them up. So, but I appreciate each and every one of y'all, bro. Hey, drop a comment in the comment section if you're watching the replay. You know what I'm saying? About the discussions that we had, about the topics that we talked about tonight. Let me know your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Or drop a subject that you want us to talk about, and we will very well do that too. You know what I'm saying? But if you're fooling with the content, hey, hit that like button, hit that comment section, and share. Share the live, you know what I'm saying? Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend, you know what I'm saying? The studio said, y'all have a good night. You know what I'm saying? And I tell them come and join, get in on the sector, bro, the Mississippi sector, you know what I'm saying? We trying to run this thing up. But like I always said before I get up out of here, man, if you got somebody you love, go see them, go talk to them, go spend time with them, go give them their flowers. Because what somebody going through today can very well be you tomorrow. But with that, we out of here, man. This has been Talking Greasy, open panel on Friday night, bro. Y'all be blessed.